Hello and welcome to another Nikomedias tutorial. Yesterday I did this picture, I made this picture here for just relaxing work. So it was Sunday evening and I had a little time, and so I made this picture. And in a short time I got a lot of questions how I did this. Yeah, it is not really hard to do, so I was a little surprised, but yeah, so I will show you, but we won't get exactly this result because this is rendered in Octane, and I will do it in with the physical renderer because not everyone has the Octane, and the people every time when I make a tutorial without texturing, they want to know how to do texture, and so let's make it in a texture. We will get something like this, but not really this shine. You see this nice shine from this here. This will be almost impossible with the. Yeah, we can try it in post work or something else, but we will do our best. So let's see what we get. We get for sure we get a good result. I'm quite sure. So let's start, and yeah, start with an sphere. We have a sphere. Whoop. Okay, you see I have my sphere as default as icosahedron. So I want quite a lot segments because I don't want to use too much subdivision surface on this. And 100 is here. Okay. Yep, the next one is I copy this here, so I control drag it down, control click on the keyboard and drag down, and we have a second one of this. In the second one we put a displacer under it, so I select the sphere, shift key on your keyboard and click on displacer, and in the displacer, in the shading, I make just a noise, a bigger noise, so let's say so about 300 I think should be okay. Yes, we later on we will this noisy sphere we will bevel out of this normal sphere. Normally I hate and bool out, not bevel out. Normally I hate bool, but in this case it's a good solution to do this. So yes, it's okay, but maybe I do this here a little bigger here. So something like this. Let's see how this looks. So I make a bool. Bool here. What's this white thing here? I don't need it. Hop. So, and now I put this sphere in and this sphere in, and I get this. This is okay. And the bool, I hide my new edges. I want a single object. And yeah, that looks not bad, but what I want more of uneven thing here. So I go to the displacer and make here higher. Let's say to 30. Okay, that looks better, but I don't want this here, so I go back to the shading and maybe go here to 500. 400. Okay, let's play a little bit with the seed until I find something interesting. That doesn't look so bad. Maybe a little higher. Okay, yeah, let's say that's okay. And I put this sphere, even this sphere, in a subdivision surface, so I get rounder edges here. So select the sphere and Alt click on the subdivision surface. That needs a little to calculate, of course, but I get nice round edges. Okay, and now I want to make an object out of this one. But before I go to the subdivision surface, because I want to make a current state object. But with the subdivision surface, here in the editor we have 2, but in the render we have 3, and this is too much then. And so I go, and with the current state object, it takes the subdivisions of the renderer. So I go here down to 2. And yeah, and is 1 enough for a nice round edge? No, let's stay with 2. Okay. Yeah. You see, it needs sometimes to calculate. He calculates. What do I have here? 6900K i7. So, but needs time. So go to the bool. Here's everything okay. Create. Select intersections. And right click on the bool and current state object. Let's see how long this takes. Come on, you are a strong CPU, huh? You just have to be kind and it's okay. So now I hide this bool here. I make a backup folder and put it in my backup folder. Go to my bool now, and I don't want the inside here. So what I do is I double click this selection tag and have this selection. UF for fill selection, you see, and if you take this fill selection, click on it, and chuck, delete everything. Now I go into the point mode, and I'd have to optimize here. So right click and optimize. Okay. I have an optimize here too, so but take this. And now I see I have lots of points here. So what I do, I want some less points here everywhere. What I do, again, I double click my selection tag and control click on the point selection. So I have my point selection or point selected here. And right click again and go to the optimize. Here is a small gear and press on it. And instead of this overall, I take 2 centimeter and hit OK. And you see, I get less points now. And I have nice rounding still. Okay, the next thing is go to the polygon mode, Control A. So select all polygons and hit D for extrusion. Here I want 2 centimeter and caps, of course. Apply. Okay, that looks quite okay. And now I want to try to bevel the edges here. We'll get some problem because here is the edge. We will see, but it doesn't matter when we're far away, so we don't see it so much. Let's see if it works. With the Octane render, I did not bevel it here because in the Octane render you have in the texture, in the material, you have the possibility to select rounding, so smoothing. You can smooth the edges over the texture, but you can't do it here in the physical render with the materials. So okay, let's continue. What I want now is, yeah, this edge is okay. Then again UL, select the other edge on the other side. This could be a little tricky, and it is tricky. And not with me, or do it other. Go to polygon mode, UL. So select these polygons, then control click on the edge mode. Now I have all edges selected, and UB for a ring selection. Clicked here and control click on it, and so I have my selection. And here the selection tag is selected. So, and I save the selection again over this, so I go to set selection, and now I have this selection set so stored. If you don't have your set selection here in the toolbar, go to select and here's set selection, but this you should know meanwhile. Next step, bevel deformer. We take a bevel deformer, I'll drag the selection tag in here. We don't need to use angle because we have the selection. Here I try it with 0.1 and 2 is enough here. And topology I want uniform, and let's see what we get, if it works or not. And it works surprisingly good. Yep. Okay. It works because we optimized some points here on the edge. You see, we had thousands of points here, and so with the optimization of 2 centimeter, we deleted some points, and so we have more chance to get a nice bevel than with lots of points here. Okay. Call me Mr. Bevel. Now the next thing what I do is take this and current state to object. So because I clone it later and I don't want to clone the bevel, so this is okay. And here I hide it for the moment and I go out of the bevel here, go to the bool and make this whole bool a little the half of the size. So I go to bool. The first thing what I do is I center the axis, so I go to here. The same I will do here with, so okay. And now T for scale, and I scale down to 50%. Hold the shift key so you have increments and go down to 50%. Okay, now I go to the bevel. Okay. I put it out from the bevel because otherwise the bevel would scale with, but with the thing. But this wouldn't be wrong here. But we have no problems here so far, so it's okay. So again, right click, current state to object. So now we have here, oops, the small one, oops, and the big one, yeah, without. Okay, deactivate this and put it in the backup folder. Good so far. Now we have this. Let's hide the mesh here, so NA on the keyboard. The next step is we need a cloner. Photograph cloner. And put in these 2 spheres here. And we don't want in the cloner to iterate, we want to blend. Yep, that looks good so far. And not in the position. We want to blend it in scale. So let's say here 50%. Okay, we have endpoint and oh, I'm null here, right? I'm not null. Let's see, I said 50%. Okay. Something like that. Okay, that looks good. 50 is a good number. Okay, and now here on the pitch rotation, I think it's named pitch. Go to 360 degrees and get this. And that's the whole secret. Let's save this here. So save it as shiny core. This is the original one, but I don't want to override it. So shiny core tut. So okay. Now we can start to work with rendering and something else. First I need a normal camera. First I want my Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro, of course. Ta-da! Come in. And I don't need floor. Oops. So far so good. And now I want a render with, okay, this is a load GI is okay. Here I want 1 by 1, so 720 here too. You will get the project file, of course, and so you have the render settings and everything too. Okay. Let's make a camera. I could use my camera here in the rig, but I use this camera just when I have really complicated cameras or something else. But for easy cameras like this, I don't need it really. So I need just a normal camera. Go to here, the coordinates, what do I have here? So make it here null, X, Y. Okay, so I'm in front of this, and now I drag, so I rotate my whole cloner thing here. I put it in a null object, why not? So first let's center the axis here. Okay, and okay, why not? So, and did I do something wrong with center the axis? No, that's okay. Oh no, this was okay. I don't want to center the axis, of course, not of the cloner. So the cloner is okay. Now I make a null object, so I put another backup object. What's wrong with me today? Null object. Put the cloner in the null, and so I just rotate my null object. This is exactly in the middle of the scene now, the null object, and that's what I want. So the camera again, give it to null. Okay, this is centered. Give it a protection tag, so nothing can happen. And now I drag just the null here. Something like this, and in the protection tag the set is okay. Okay, now I want to drag the x-axis too. So. And y too. So. Okay, now I'm quite centered and now. Okay. And now I go to my rig, the background, and make a background. We have now just a white background here. So we have everything. We have reflections and everything, but we don't see it because we have no texture on it. But it looks as clear and nice too, I think. Yes. So let's see. I go to Shift F6 to the picture viewer. I want to see that I have the same background here. So for the background color and for the light color, take the eyedropper here and take the light color here. And here the darker color, take the eyedropper and somewhere like here. Oops, okay. And now we should have this, okay. Looks nice. Now we need something for the metal. So double click in the material manager, double click on the material. Reflectance. We want conductor, of course. And something like aluminium is okay. No specular, about 10 roughness should be okay too. And put it on our cloner. So, whoops. Yes. And I want here in the layer color some color out of this background here, so something like this, but brighter, I think. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's alright and nice. And now we need a core here, so let's go out of the memory and we need a core. So for this we take a sphere, of course. T for scale and scale it down. So NQ to deactivate the texture. I think this should be okay. Something like this here. Okay. Back to the camera. Whoop. And we need emission, so light luminance material. And here we go to at least 500 batch. So, and put it on our core and see what we get. Yeah. Let's see, maybe we can go up with this luminance and to get some shine here, but we get still some shine. I didn't expect this. Yeah, we get some shine. Yeah, I know that the physical render is a great render too. No question about it. But I want a little yellowish, this whole thing. But this, when we go to 1000 here, we can do here whatever we want. We will. Oh no. Yes. What's going on? Why this works? This works almost as great as in Octane. I'm positive surprised. It renders quite fast. Okay. Nice, but now what I want is, I want to try another HDRI to light now the scene. So go to my other layout, to my tutorial HDRIs. Okay, oops, this is, come on here, so whoop, come in the recording zone. Welcome to the recording zone. Okay. And you know, I always try it first. I love this from the civil loader, this Van Cleef HDRIs. I love them. So I go to my HDRI settings here and just test it. Drag the HDRI in the slot here and test it. Okay. Let's take the preview on and why do I don't see this? NQ. Yes, no, this was NQ. I deactivated the texture, so can't see it. Yeah, nice. And maybe the other one here. This one. Yes, and we have here, of course, reflection brightness. Let's go up to 10%. That should. Yes, that looks nice. Maybe we have a little too dark the material. Double click the material here. We have in this layout now, so we have to work here. But just go here a little. Yeah. That's it. Yay. Yes, that looks great. Okay. But I still want to try some other angles. And I think the angle was good here somewhere. Maybe this. I don't know if I want it so shiny here on the top. It looks great, but this is just how you want it. I think it like this looks good, but I think it looks better when we desaturate the background, the HDRI, so without color. So go to the saturation and make a black and white picture out of it. Yeah, that looks much more cooler, you know, some sharper. Yeah, that looks good. That looks great. And of course you can, yeah, now I have a good angle. You see here nice reflections, you see here nice reflections here. Yeah, that's it. So save it and go back to my other layout, tutorials user. So yeah, that looks great. That's what I want. And that's it for the tutorial so far. Now we go to Photoshop, of course, and make it look great. Not just it looks great. Make it look very extremely great. Yeah. So, but maybe I want here a little more yellowish. That's what I said, so it's not easy to get. Yeah, but not too yellow. And maybe less shine, so 500 should maybe be enough. Yeah, it is enough. Or it's too much. Let's see, maybe it doesn't have to shine so much. No, of course you have it. Yes, okay. For me this is okay, but with thousands I don't know if we need this reflections here really. Makes not much difference. A good middle way is 500 and that's it. And a little more yellowish. Okay. No, that was it's so hard for me to decide what I like and what I don't like. So I do it like this. Okay, that's it for me. Save it, and it's done. And now I make a high resolution, not high resolution, a high render with high quality render. And then we go to Photoshop and see what we can do more with this. Is it not too dark here? But this we can do in Photoshop too. So yeah, let's do this in Photoshop. Here we have very nice. The reflections here are just great. This is great. This is everything is great here. I'm happy with it. Okay, so I make a break here and for you, I'm back in a second. So see you in a second. So we have now a very nice render here. It's a very high resolution. It's 6 minutes render time, but with extremely high. This is, I have my high GI here, but I gone here to high too, so it's extremely high resolution, and just 6 minutes. So you see it renders pretty fast too. So now let's copy this guy here. Edit, copy, and go to Photoshop. And here, go away, file new. Now we should see this clipboard. Yes, I want 16-bit here, and create. Control V, and we have it here. This I don't need. Bye bye. So first thing, what I normally do is go in the camera raw filter and go up with the clarity, but I don't. Well, let's see if it's necessary, but I don't think. I make a smart object out of this, so I have my shortcut here, but right click and convert to smart object is okay. Then Control Shift A for the camera raw filter. Not 100%. I don't know why it's not 100% default, but what else? Adobe will know why. So, and with the clarity normally I go up, but it's here not. We see I have here some grace, but that's okay. We can, if we don't like it, we can get rid of this very easy later. But now, don't think we. No, I cancel this because if I want it crispier, I can do it later on too. I start simply with no. I try to make this core a little glow. This is the first thing. So I copy my layer here. Control J is copy the layer. Then I make an here's the tradition. What the levels here are the levels. I make a clipping mask. So if you click with the Alt key in between these two layers, with the Alt key, you see this, make a clipping mask. So I go down and I want just the bright areas. Something like that. Okay, that's okay for me. Yeah, and now I select these two here, right click and merge layers. So I make again a smart object out of it. Then I go to the filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yep, that's what I want. I think it's almost the right amount too. But with this, because we have a smart object, we can change this later on too. Okay. And with this, I go to screen maybe. Yep. And let's see what we get. You see the glow. See it very good here, and in the middle. You see, we get a glow now. Yes. But I don't think I want. Here it's okay, but here I don't want it, and here I don't want it too. So I go to my mask here, click on it, and take a brush with a black color. Black color is okay, and just so go. So with the mask selected, go over these things I don't want to brighten. So here. And now I have the glow just where I want it. Okay, so now my favorite shortcut is Control Shift Alt E. So all layers under this layer all layers will become one layer here. So make a smart object out of it. I go to my filter, Nik filters, they have to be color effects. No, I don't want this this now. But let's see the orange. This is too much for me. It looks nice, but let's see the contrast only. Not bad. Maybe later. The detail extractor. This is too much, but maybe a little bit. So 10% maybe. Okay, I add the filter. No contrast only. This is. Okay, I go to null, so I do not really need it. But darken, lighten, center, of course. This, I take it every time. Okay. Next filter, maybe the graduate, blah blah. Not necessary here, no. Blue contrast. Nope. I'm just testing, so that yes, make it a little brighter, this whole thing. Okay, looks good. Okay, if you want an image border, I like it because here it makes a nice contrast. But when I need it, when I want it, I put it on it at last. That's a thing. So not now. Okay. You have this now. Then go to my favorite, Alt Shift Control E. So smart object, and now I go to the analog effects. They are great too. And here I have the number 7. I think is my favorite. Yeah, this is what I used, and I like this. It looks great. Makes it so nice and even more shinier here. Yes, I take it. You are mine. And now again, I make everything a new one. Make a smart object out of it. And now I go again in the camera filter with Control Shift A. Now I can try the clarity a little bit. Maybe a little sharper, I think. Yeah, that looks, wow. Crispy. Maybe almost too sharp. Something like that, because the clarity sharpens up too, so that I have to be careful. And now I see this crisp here. It's okay for me, but I show you how you can get rid of it if you don't want it. For me, it's okay. Okay. So that's not much difference now, but it is a difference. And now, again, another thing. So, you know, this heavy shortcut, Control, Shift, Alt, E, everything you find with an E on it. Okay. So, and now I show you how to get rid of these spots. So, camera raw filter again. We have here these spots now. And go here to the luminance. And so it disappears. See it, it's away. I click on OK. We have no things, but it makes everything so washed out, you see. But we can take this, so I go to my filter here. and invert this filter with Control I. And now I can just drag with the, I take a white, we have a black mask, I take a white brush, and everywhere where I brush now, I get this smoothness. You will see when I go over this now, it's away, it disappeared. Okay, but as I said, I like this, it doesn't disturb me, because I have some imperfections everywhere, so why not here? So I delete this layer. Okay, and I want a border around it. So again, patch. No, this is the wrong one. So make a smart object out of it. Then again, go to our Nig collection, to the color effects, and just want the border around it. So come on, image border, but not so bad. The size, a little down here, so something like that. Okay, and we are done. This is our result. If you want, we can do it maybe if you want it, because it's set the whole time little yellow, we can do this here, of course. Make another oops. And if I go now to the iteration and want just let's see if I can do something here. I would have to go to colorize. So now I want the yellow part here, so something like that. Okay. Now I just again go to the mask here, invert it, Control I, and with the white pencil, with white brush, I just brush where I wanted it, the yellow things here. It's not really much, but what chance? Let's see if you see a difference here. Yeah, of course you see a difference. With X you can change between black and white foreground, so hit X, and so I can, with black I can delete it here, and so something like that. Yeah, doesn't make many difference, but if you want it, do it. Okay, but bye bye. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something new, or I reminded you something you forgot already. And yeah, hope to see you in my next tutorial. And you will find every link you need in the description. You will find every plugin, every script I use. Everything is in the description of the video. You will find there a donation link. If you want to donate, I would really appreciate it. You find the link to the Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro, where you can buy it. It's still €10 and not more. And yeah, that's it for today, or for this tutorial at least. Yeah, the next tutorial now I have work, but latest, really latest, and on weekend there will come the next tutorial. But so small things like this I can do in between, so it's not even an hour, so that's okay. And yeah, and I would like if you post, if you show me your results, post it in the comments or on my Facebook site, or on email me or something else. Yeah, that's it. So have a nice day. Yeah, have a nice life. have everything nice and bye bye, tschüss und baba.